folks, it's Mitch Garvis. I'm here at Havana Castle in the wonderful humidor, and if it looks like I'm perspiring a little bit, that's because they do keep the humidity really high to maintain the cigars. Now, I've spoken to a lot of people, a lot of cigar aficionados poo-poo the flavored cigars, and I understand that because, frankly, most of the time when you have a flavored cigar, when they make them, they really start out with lesser tobacco. But if you do enjoy a flavored cigar, or you would like to enjoy a flavored cigar, I'm going to show you how to make them today. So we're going to start with a Tupperware container. This is actually not branded Tupperware, it's branded dollar store, and it will work just as well. I have a shot glass. I actually have two of them. I have a pile of cigars, and for this purpose we're going to use the Havana Castle Natural Torpedo cigars. And this, if you've been watching my series, you may know that I'm usually partial to the Havana Castle Maduro cigars, but for flavoring I'm going to use the natural leaf instead. I have the tops for the containers, and I have a very lovely bottle of Glenlivet single malt Scotch 12-year-old. I also have a little container of Hennessy, which is cognac, and we're going to make two different sets. So I really have a second set of everything here. Now we're going to start. Remember, if we start with good cigars and good flavoring, you're going to end up with a good result. Now, you're not going to do this overnight. This is going to be a 3 to 4 week project, and I'm going to come back in 4 weeks and we're going to smoke these on Canada Day and see how well they taste. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glass, and we're going to use, these are glasses I bought at the duty-free shop at the airport in Tokyo. This is of Mount Fuji, and this is of a wave, and that's how we will know Fuji-san is going to be the whiskey, and the wave will be the cognac. So we're going to take about half a shot of my whiskey and put it into the shot glass and put that into your Tupperware container. And I'm going to put my cigars in. Now you have to make sure that the cigars fit. This is the second time we've tried this, and unfortunately the first time we bought a Tupperware container that wasn't long enough to hold the cigars. So before you spend the $1.25, make sure that they fit. And you'll notice that I'm lining these up very nicely. That is only because I'm a little bit OCD about how I maintain my cigars. If you put them askew, they would work just as well. And I am now going to seal it off. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about the chemistry of what's going to happen. If you know a little bit about whiskey, you know that alcohol is going to evaporate. So the alcohol over the next 3 weeks will evaporate, and because we have the sealed containers, these are not very well sealed containers, because we have the sealed containers or semi-sealed containers, the alcohol, rather than evaporating into the atmosphere, will evaporate, and the essence of the whiskey will stay in and will recirculate in my Tupperware, or cheap dollar store Tupperware, and it will be absorbed into the flavor of the cigars. Now I'm going to do that again for my cognac, and I'm going to do the cognac off screen because it's in a very strange container. And here we have, again, about half an ounce of cognac, or half a shot glass, and you'll notice I'm doing 6 of each. You may also notice that when I come back in 4 weeks or in 3 weeks, these will be in a different Tupperware container, because if I can't get these to hold, then I'm going to replace them. But you see the process, and that's the important part. So we now have our sealed Tupperware containers. Another thing about this is that I don't have to maintain these in my humidor, although I don't want to put them in a particularly dry area. Remember that the evaporated essence of the whiskey will act as a humidifying agent to keep the cigars fresh. So it's going to work out well. This is going to be a nice 3 or 4 week project for us. Today is May 26th, and we'll come back at the end of June, and we're going to pull them out and smoke them. So for Havana Castle Cigars, my name is Mitch Garvis, and thanks for watching.